Where do they all belong? Oh, look at all the lonely people. Oh, look at all the lonely people. Eleanor Rigby died in a church and was buried along with her name. Nobody came, Father Mackenzie, wiping the dirt from his hands as he walks from the grave. No one was saved, all the lonely people. Where do they all come from? All the lonely people. Where do they all belong?
Thank you, Dan, for the wonderful way to start our service. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's so nice to see each and every one of you here in our sanctuary this morning. We are also happy to have many of you joining us remotely. The Unitarian Universalist congregation of Flint is inclusive, progressive, and LGBTQ affirming. We welcome you just as you are. If you would like more information about this congregation or the Unitarian Universalist faith, please contact one of our ministers, Revlynn Kerr or Revjerry Kerr, at our office at uuflint.org. As I pondered the theme of today's ministerial message of UUs and holy days, a friend of mine shared this meditation written by Pierre Provenant. I bless this day for the wonderful adventure it can become. As I walk through it with eyes of wonder rather than boredom, use every opportunity to express peace rather than irritation, and choose love over fear. Well, our announcements multiply and divide and multiply again. We started with 2, we have 4 now. The weekly e-update also has more details about these announcements. If you don't get the e-update, sign up by filling out one of the cards in the seat back or scan the QR code on your order of service. For our first announcement, please join us for our Christmas Eve service at 5 p.m., followed by our soup social at 6. If you can, please bring your favorite soup to share. Please see Raina Bick with any questions. There will be no Sunday service on Christmas Day, so this is your chance to celebrate the holidays with your UU friends. As is our tradition, we will be taking an offering at the Christmas Eve service to replenish our minister's discretionary fund. This fund is used at the discretion of the ministers for people in need who face emergencies, including our own members. At times, just a loan is needed. Other times, it helps people who are homeless due to house fires or domestic violence. It's also used to purchase gift cards that can be given out. If you can't be here Christmas Eve, you may donate at any time. Just indicate it's for the discretionary fund. After the service, during coffee hour, Deb Simmons will be downstairs with a table with many cards for shut-ins, members and friends, and also people who haven't been able to attend services for a time. And we want these people to know we're still thinking of them and they're not forgotten. So she'd appreciate it if you'd stop by and take a moment to sign those. And for our holiday giving, you may have noticed tubs and boxes out in our narthex. We are accepting items for all of those, and you can see what's needed when you look at the bins. Also, we are also buying toys for children, for families, and those need to be turned into Raina by December 16th. We call that our angel tree. And also gift cards are appreciated in the amounts of $10 to $25 from Myers, Kroger's, or Walmart. They're very helpful. And let me see if I'm missing anything. I think that's it. So, and that also stands for all the items that we're collecting for the agencies. And we're also still collecting for the people who stay at the hotels nearby that are occasionally homeless. So, and that list is out there too. So, today is our second Sunday, and this is when we take an additional offering for local organizations. This month, we are taking a second collection for Family Promise of Genesee County. This year, 2.5 million children in America experienced homelessness. Family Promise believe that every child deserves a home. They work to transform the lives of families experiencing homelessness, one family at a time. They help homeless and low-income families achieve sustainable independence by addressing the root causes of family homelessness in local communities. They provide prevention services, shelter, case management, and stabilization. Family Promise taps into existing resources to empower families towards economic stability. When families go to them in crisis, they help them rebuild their lives with new skills and ongoing support. If you would like to help, you may write a check to UUCF with Family Promise in the memo line and place it in the second Sunday basket at the rear of the sanctuary, or you may place cash in the basket. You may also mail in your donation and indicate it is for Second Sunday, or donate online at uuflint.org. There is a space to indicate it's for Second Sunday, and we thank you. We will now light our chalice. Our words today are from Kelly Wiseman Espruth Jackson. We have gathered in this place before this flame, making each holy by our presence here together. And now if you'll join me here in the sanctuary and at home in reciting our covenant, recognizing the richness of diversity, the beauty and wonder of shared worship, and the transforming power of love and service, we gather as a sacred, intentional community to freely seek knowledge and truth, to celebrate the fullness of life, and by our actions to increase goodness and justice.
Good morning. Our opening words this morning are from Howard Thurman. Christmas returns as it always does, with its assurance that life is good. It is the time to lift the spirit. When the mind feels its way into the commonplace and senses the wonder of simple things, an evergreen tree, familiar carols, and merry laughter. It is a time of illumination, when candles burn and old dreams find their youth again. And it is a time of pause, when forgotten joys come back to mind and past dedications renew their claim. And it is a time of harvest of the heart, when faith reaches out to mantle all high endeavor, and love whispers its magic word to everything that breathes. Christmas returns, as it always does, with its assurance that life is good.
Thankfully, I got asked to lead music this morning, and I'm very grateful to be able to share this song. In the annals of the Facebook, I read a little thing that said, "Sing like the birds." They don't care how they sing, whether it's off key or whatever. They just sing. So please sing with your whole heart. When our heart is in a holy place, if you're willing to stand, go ahead and do that and sing out, please. We're going to sing the first and the last verse. When our heart is in a holy place, blessed with love and amazing grace when our heart is in a holy place. When we trust the wisdom in each of us, every color, every creed and kind, and we see our faces in each other's eyes, then our heart is in a holy place. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when we share the silence of sacred space, and the God of our heart stirs within, and we feel the power in each other's faith, then our heart is in a holy place. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place. Thank you so much. You sound wonderful.
After our silence today, please feel free to light candles up front or in the back of the sanctuary, or you can write them down so that we can publish them in the e-update. But first, our words for meditation this morning are those of Marianne Williamson. Williamson is an American author, spiritual leader, and political activist, and has written 14 books, including New York Times #1 bestsellers. And she is also the founder of Project Angel Food and co-founder of the Peace Alliance. She writes, according to the mystical tradition, Christ is born into the world through each of us. As we open our hearts, the Savior, the Christ, is born into the world. As we choose to forgive, the Savior is born into the world. As we rise to the occasion, she is born into the world. As we make our lives true conduits for love, our minds true conduits for higher thoughts, then absolutely a divine birth takes place. Who we are capable of being emerges into the world, and the weaknesses of the former self begin to fade. Thus are the spiritual mysteries of the universe, the constant process of dying to who we used to be as we actualize our divine potential. We make moment-by-moment decisions about what kind of people to be, whether to be someone who